Hey my friends, as promised, this is my update, which I do like once a month on the token itself. Last time I went into staking and I bought about 13,000 tokens at about 10 cents, more or less. So I pretty much put in $1,300 to buy HE. And today is pretty much, I think, how long is it? 3 weeks? Or maybe a bit more. Yeah, pretty much 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks are out now, and I've decided to put some more money into the game. I just waited a bit for the token to stabilize, and right now it went down to like 3 cents. And I pretty much have a set amount of money that I spend on crypto each month. So I spend it for invest in different projects. Some are more risky, some are less risky. And now I decided to put a few more bucks into the game and to buy a few more HE token. So it's currently valued at about 3.1 cents. It's been quite a bit lower recently, and it's been a bit higher as well. So I've already seen price between 2.5 cents today to 3.2, I think. So pretty much quite the variation that you can see. It's possible that it'll go much lower, of course. This is a high risky stock, so always ever only invest what you can afford to lose. But this is my video on where I show you how much I'm going to buy now. So I got like 2 token in here. I will just make sure to like wait. Let me just keep 0.03 to pay for some. For some fees, so I can pretty much buy 25,000 HE with that, which would be pretty nice. Having an impact of 0.3%, that's actually more than I expected, but naturally that's because of the low price of HE right now, and of course the volatility that's going through due to the a lower amount that's been traded, but now the trading volume has been going up a bit again. And the game looks a bit more stable, I'd say. Anyway, I think before I talk too much, I'll just swap my BNB. Let's just confirm this transaction. So I'm always trying to be as transparent as possible to you guys, so you can see whatever I do. I think it worked. Let's get to the staking side. Stake Heroes and Empires. Okay, so we got about $779 worth of token in here. That's 25,000 token right now. I bought these at a lot higher price, so these have diminished a lot. But I'm going to stake my token now, adding pretty much 25,000 token into my staking, my personal staking wallet. So just making sure to stake all that. Hopefully it's finished loading at some point. Perfect. So now we are done. Our total staked amount went up to about $1,200. If this goes down by another 70% within the next 3 weeks, then we're going to see another $400 in here. But yeah, I think the game is pretty cool. I think the tokenomics can work out well if they follow through their own strategy, and I'm really holding this for the long run, hoping that the token will rise up to maybe $0.50, maybe $1, maybe even more, who knows. Pretty much where it's been already, and I'm pretty much thinking well of the token itself. It's been dropping and dropping and dropping. As you can see, I've already bought at pretty much the highest price there was ever. So you can't call me as someone who profited off the game. I've stick through it. I didn't sell out. I didn't make huge profits by sabotaging the game or by exploiting it or whatever. I've been buying and I've been holding, just as I always do with my strategies, thinking that this may be the pretty much the best thing to do. So we can see pretty low numbers. That's me. Never mind. Let me see. Are there any notable exchanges? Not really. That's like $100. Nah, nothing extreme. $400 in here. It went and bought. Yeah, nothing super extreme within the last hour, I'd say. Or can I see anything? That's been pretty much people are buying small amounts and people are selling small amounts. It's no big deal actually. Yeah, it's pretty fine. Nothing special today, nothing special actually. So yeah, if you got, oh look at this, that's interesting. But buying a couple hundred. Yeah, pretty much that's it for the video. As promised, I try to be as transparent as possible about me, myself, and the token. I never phrase it the way that everyone's earning. I never phrase it the way that everyone's losing. I try to stay neutral at all times, at least from my perspective, as much as I can be. Naturally, I'm a long-term investor in here, meaning I can't always be fully neutral. There'll always be days where I'm too positive, and of course there'll always be days where I'm a little bit too negative, especially when you lose a huge amount of money in here. But I personally only ever invest what I can afford to lose. Even if this were to go to zero, that's nothing that's really hurting me. It's all money that I intended to spend on crypto anyway, so there's no big deal about that. So if you personally think as well that the game may do well, then of course you can buy. If you feel the game will go to zero, then don't be afraid of selling either. But I personally think that even though the risk is very, very high, I don't think it's worth selling my assets, as the token price isn't really giving me that much value right now that I would say, okay, that's a price where I'm comfortable selling, as I personally see the price a lot higher. If it were to go to, let's say, a couple dollars per token, then naturally I may want to sell a few token, but as a project would be overvalued by that standpoint. But right now I think it's a pretty good point to just buy, stake, and hold your token. So that's what I'm doing. As the game makes HE a bit more scarce, of course the use cases have been lowered as well, but there are a couple more use cases for the token on the way. And as the currency used in the game pretty much shifted towards heroes, so you can get them a bit more easy now, I don't feel like I need to sell my token or sell all my assets or whatever. I actually think it's a pretty comfortable, healthy change for the token itself. I'm just thinking about the long-term use cases about this, and the short-term effects on the tokens. The short-term effects have been pretty much caused by the in-game fees. So when a summon is like 50 token and you have to pay 24 to cover for the BNB fees, then you pay in token, the team receives the token, but they need to be traded into BNB to actually cover the fees. So they are working on that by making a side chain, or basically by doing it off chain. There are a couple more options that they can choose from, but they're going to make it in a way that doesn't affect the token itself. So that's going to go great, and I'm really looking forward to that, as you can upgrade your heroes more comfortably. You don't waste too much HE. You can just enjoy the game itself. You can make use of the game and the game's tokenomics without having to have a bad feeling, since you're putting sell pressure on the token. And if that sell pressure from in-game falls off and they continue to receive the market fees, which they will, then they can use that to start buyback programs at some point once they feel the economy itself is stable. So they pretty much already talked about this and suggested this themselves. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to all this. That's it for the video. It just should have been a small video, short video of me telling you how much I buy and showing you all this to be precise. So in total I got 38,000 token now, and I think that's a pretty it's a number I'm comfortable with. Of course, it would be amazing to have 100,000 token at some point, but I'm not sure if I'll ever reach that. If the token stays this low, then yeah, maybe in a couple of months, but yeah, having 50,000 would be pretty cool as well. So yeah, that's it for the video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. As always, leave me a comment, leave me a like. Let's discuss in the comments what do you think about the token itself or the game. You may have lost a lot of money playing this, in case you're in this for a couple of weeks already. Maybe you already won your invest back. That's cool as well. Either way, I'm keeping all my tokens staked. I'm using this as a buying opportunity, and I didn't change my opinion about the game and its token. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye, guys. See ya.